my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on...
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. 38-yard line. Now, on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Brady to throw again. Complete. He finds Brady. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
That's good.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
At the 28-yard line.
For the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a third down. He'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Washington on third down. 43 yards.
First down, Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Second down.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to...
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal from the 3. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
He's brought down back at the 16.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 is all 50. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Mike 56. Mike 56. He can't hang. Sugar.
Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just make these babies cry all the way back. Motion. 56 to Mike. Go Bandit.
Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll get it all the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Complete.
Give him 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes this Washington 10. Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Man, I got you. 56 is Mike, 56 is the Mike. And let's get this. Mike 56, Mike 56. Sugar. 56,
To throw again, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike 6, I got it. Kill. Check 26.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
In a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
72. 56, right there, 56. 72.
They do go for it. It's Brady going up top from the... He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 more yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brady's pass.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring.
And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Taking it right down Broadway. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Good. Makes this Washington 17. Buccaneers 2.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, here we go. 56. Mike's 56.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Watch the slant. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I got one. Hey, Alabama. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
20-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, check Mike. Check it, reload. 6-man.
The final shot before half for Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And it's third down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's unable to grab it.
Incomplete.
Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. That's a run. They're running it. Mike 55, Mike 55. Go, go, go. 53, Linda. Check right.
Throwing now is Brady. Complete, he finds Brady. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Watch the slant. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hold 50. 56. Mike's 56. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 56 for the Alabama.
Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Brady's throw going to be caught by Brady. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chase Young picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Brady. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Buccaneers 10.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play. First down, Washington. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
They'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Gain of 26 yards. And a Washington first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56. You're not ready. You're not ready. Alpha. 56.
Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1st down and goal to go.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really?
did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Ayy, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what?
Keep it running.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to
explain what I did? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawks see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name.